Okay, Luna, how about you handle the situation today? The world is really a scary place. I don't know that I can do this. Do you want to take over? No? Okay, I'll have to do it then. I guess it's me and not Luna. It is a scary place. My goodness, it is Saturday, August 7th, and this is Coffee and Headlines. You've landed in the one place here in Puerto Vallarta where we take a look at headlines from our city, from our state, from our country, and then we combine that with what we know and what we learn about Puerto Vallarta, and then um, we put it all together in a cocktail that hopefully comes out making us enjoy our destination more as a community of English speaking locals. But oh my God, the world is just, just it's crazy. Today's going to be a crazy news day because there's all kinds of really strange shit going on. But I'll teach you a prank today. I'm going to teach you a prank just so that we can do something fun. For those of you that are here for the first time, this is oh my, I might as well just drop the bombs. We're going to get into the news and drop some bombs, and then we're going to look at your comments. And if you're joining us for the first time, it is the world that we live in. What can I tell you? Just let us know that you're new by writing the word new in your comments, and then we'll give you a proper welcome. And if you have something See, Polly is ahead of me. She's like, I need to start a gator wrestling business. See, Polly gets it. Thank you very much for that, Polly. We'll get into gator wrestling in a second. But first, again, housekeeping. If you're new, let us know by writing the word new, and we will give you a proper welcome. If you have an important question or comment that you wish to make, let me know by adding the letter Q to the beginning of your comment. Elaine says, "Call me." Okay, I'll call you. What can I call you? Can I call you Marshmallow? Oh my God, I am being totally silly and I'm making very little sense. So let's go to the news so we can make some sense of this crazy, crazy day. We got lots of news, lots of video, lots of craziness, and a floating Petri dish, a luxury floating Petri dish for you to consider. How can it get better than that? Okay, so for starters, here's the bomb. Mexico's federal sanitary authorities published an update to the national COVID-19 stoplight indicators yesterday, showing the level of epidemic risk for all the states effective from this coming Monday to August 22nd. This time around, 8 entities came back in the red, including our state, Jalisco, our surrounding states, Nayarit and Colima, plus the states of Sinaloa, Guerrero, Nuevo León, and Mexico City. Of course, our state, Jalisco, has been following its own sanitary protocols since the beginning of the pandemic, but still, it does not look good. According to the federal guidelines, being in the red zone means that we can still go out and walk around our neighborhood if we want to. But other than that, we have no business being out and about. Now, what does this mean for our state? You're probably wondering. Well, Governor Alfaro was interviewed yesterday while he was in Cihuatlan, where he was overseeing the opening of yet another community hospital. When asked about the pandemic, he replied, "We will most likely come back to the red zone," which now we know we have. "We will get together with our health board on Monday to see what kind of adjustments we must make when it comes to hospital bed conversion. It is presently difficult to plan on or anticipate any new activity restrictions, but we will meet with the health board on Monday at 8 a.m. Governor Alfaro also confirmed that the return to school is imminent and it remains scheduled for the end of this month. Meanwhile, here in Puerto Vallarta, things have been rather gloomy since the beginning of the month, with 92 deaths associated with COVID-19 reported in the past week alone. If there is something good to report here, is that yesterday was the final day or second vaccine shots for folks in their 50s, and during this latest campaign, a total of 16,159 people completed their vaccination protocol. Now, we already know that vaccination is key in our ability to defend ourselves from against the pandemic. And now a new statement published by the United States Center for Disease Control indicates that folks that are not vaccinated are twice as likely to contract COVID-19 than those who have completed their vaccination protocol. Of course, living here in Mexico, it's not like we can just walk to the closest clinic and get vaccinated, but we will continue to be vigilant of any upcoming vaccination campaigns. Presently, here in Puerto Vallarta, we are waiting for second shots for folks between the ages of 18 and 39. That may be one single campaign, that may be several different campaigns, but hopefully in these upcoming campaigns, those that haven't had the opportunity to get vaccinated at all will be able to get their first shot as well. So far, so good. Well, as good as it's going to get. Let us take a look at our weather, and then we can continue with a few other colorful bits of information that we've gathered overnight. Is Superman less powerful when it's partly cloudy? Well, we don't know. What we do know is that it is 27 degrees outside. It feels like 31. Humidity is at 89%. Our temperature in Fahrenheit degrees is 80 degrees. And what can we expect today? Well, today we're going to get more rain in the evening and overnight with a high temperature of 32 and a low temperature of 24. Sunday, we can expect rain until morning. So Saturday, it'll rain overnight. And it'll start raining again in the evening, Sunday evening, with a high temperature of 32 and a low temperature of 24. And we will start our week with a rainy Monday. Rainy days and Mondays get me down. Rain on Mondays starting in the afternoon with a high temperature of 32, a low temperature of 23. Moving right along, what do we have here? Oh my God, how about last night's storm? Was anybody in town to enjoy that? Once again, weather took us by surprise with reports of incidents taking place throughout the city, from falling trees to floods. Excuse me. But the one report that turned heads apparently was a car parked on Nicaragua Street in Calle 5 de Diciembre, Nicaragua Street in Colonia 5 de Diciembre, where the water current was so strong, the vehicle was pulled all the way to the beach next to Barracuda restaurant, and we have some video to share. Needless to say, we would not have shared this if there had been a passenger on the car, because that would have been just too crazy. But have a look at this. What do you mean video file not found? Oh my God, how can you tell me that? Because I just set this up. Oh my God, and I got you guys all excited. Where did my video file go? My goodness. Give me 1 second. I shall find the video file that I wanted to show you. Where did it go? Maybe I put it in the wrong place. Oh no, I put my video files in the wrong place. So please talk among yourselves for a second. Well, maybe. Oh my God, that means that I put all my video files in the wrong place. Okay. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong place. Stay with me, folks. Stay with me. Stay with me. Where did it go? Well, I'm going to continue with the news, and if I can find these video files during our comment section, I will share them with you. Aside from this vehicle that ended up on the beach in Marina Vallarta, there was a crocodile, a 3-meter long crocodile that was spotted crossing Paseo de la Marina, the main throughway. The reptile sauntered from one side of the street to the other, ending up hiding under a pickup truck. I mean, that pickup truck could have been yours. You could have been having dinner at the Sonora Grill restaurant or having a cup of coffee at Starbucks or something, and then you do a mad dash to your vehicle in the rain, and bam, there's a crocodile hiding under your trucks. That is scary. And let me see, can I show you that? No. Okay, I'm going to go find these video files in a second, but I also want to let you know before we do that, that there was another parachute incident. This one happened 3 days before the one we reported yesterday. This is a different one that took place with an unsuspecting tourist that ended up with an aerial view of the Hotel Las Palmas in the hotel zone. Apparently, there was a boat captain that was not very skilled, and he landed her on top of a building. And of course, you know, these things happen, and more often than not, those involved would rather these things not get published at all or reported. But with social media, it seems rather inevitable that this happens. So somebody shared an image with me this morning that I thought was really timely. This one says, face masks don't always work. Well, neither do parachutes, but if I ever jump out of a plane, I still want one. So there you have it. Yes, boom, boom. We also have, of course, this is very important. You know, I mean, since the whole world is coming to an end, you can still get away from it all on this new Petri dish / cruise. Apparently, Vedanta Cruises, or rather Vedanta, did not sell their vessel, the Vedanta Elegant, and now they are inviting people to join a waiting list so you can too sail away in Mexico's first ever luxury cruise line. And I'm going to save the prank for the end because I want to see what your comments are all about. And you're probably wanting to see these videos that I just mentioned. So let me ramble for a second while I try to find the videos, which I must have moved to a wrong directory. Let me see if I can do this very quickly and show you what I wanted to show you. Aha, there they are. Okay, I think I can do this now. Let me see if I click on this. There you go. So that's a car going down the stream next to Barracuda restaurant. Not pretty.
No hay nadie. No hay nadie.
Not pretty. Not pretty at all. So back to the situation. You're having coffee at Starbucks, and all of a sudden you do a mad dash to your car. And then there's this crocodile that was just sauntering along the main road, and it ended up hiding under that white pickup truck, which could have been yours or mine. I mean, can you imagine just how fucking scary that would have been? I mean, it's not even funny. And last but not least, yes, I also have video of the incident of this poor, unsuspecting tourist that, again, instead of landing on the beach where she was supposed to, she ended up hoisted on top of a building against the side of it. I mean, I don't know what is scarier, the fact that she's suspended there. Oh, and she was able to do
Por
some
dentro del
some
hotel.
photographs while she
Por
was
dentro.
clinging to her life
Por
up
dentro
there.
del
I don't
hotel,
know if
por
that would
dentro
have
del
been
hotel.
scarier or opening your hotel window and all of a sudden finding a
No
woman
se cae.
hanging for dear life from your
Quítate,
hotel
Mario. No
room
estés hablando tú,
window. But,
cabrón.
you know, it's just a regular day here in Puerto Vallarta, the friendliest city in the world where nothing ever goes wrong. Well, everything is always just, you know, okay. So now let me take a quick look at your comments just to see what everybody is up to today. Ah, what a crazy day. Let's see. Lots of hellos from friendly people. David, it's so good to see you. I'm sorry that you were in jail for a day. I hope you're back and about. Facebook jail, it can't be fun for anybody. And I want to tell you, David, you are a true gentleman and you don't even know it. And I'm going to explain why, because people should know these things. David, or Dave rather, who's visiting from the United States, was so very kind enough to bring some chocolates for me and another friend. And he contacted me 2 days ago and he says, well, I am in town and I'm staying at condo such and such. And then, like a true gentleman and like a true local, David gave me the address of the condo where he's staying. See, this whole thing of naming buildings like Paramount Bay and this, that, and the other, you know, you're not a real local if you use those names. Those names of the condos. I mean, we named the Eiffel Tower, we named the Chicago Tower, we named the Empire State, but Paramount Bay or the Terrace or whatever the fuck they're called, the only people that are concerned about these names are number one, tourists with an attitude, number two, the real estate agents that peddle those buildings, and hookers. So, Dave, you totally proved that you are a total local and you are a gentleman by actually knowing the street address of the condo where you're staying. So, folks, you know, brush up on your localness. If you're living in one of these fancy schmancy buildings with a name and you don't know your street address, then you're really not a local. The end. Let's see who else is here. Boom, bum, boom, bum, boom, chaka boom, chaka boom, bum, bum, bidim, bum, bim, bum, bum. Scary all the excitement that is happening in PV. That's okay, Angelica. I'm well medicated. And I have brownies in the freezer, and I think everybody else should. Let's see what else. Look at that tail. Luna's playing Jumanji just like the rest of Vallarta. Oh boy, is the city fucked up today, I tell you. Oh dear, Mary Law, husband and I are back from COVID. I hope your visit with COVID was not very scary, and I'm glad that you are back. Again, Polly wants to start a gay wrestling business. Polly, I'll do all your video promotions if you go there. Let's see what else we have. Oh dear. You know, you have to find some sense of humor in all this stuff. Oh, we have a new person, Sandra. Sandra, welcome to Coffee and Headlights. I hope you're drinking your beverage of choice, and I hope you enjoy this crazy, rowdy bunch that we are. We get together to try to make the best of what we know, and what we don't know, oh dear, we'd rather not know. But seriously, welcome to Coffee and Headlines. This is what we do Monday through Saturday. Mihal, it's great to see you. I walked past your building yesterday and I took a photograph of the new building that they're constructing behind yours. And I'm going to send it to you sometime today before I go back to crawl on their rock. Good question from Linda. I don't have an answer for this. Has anyone been tested at Puerto Mágico? How much was it? If anybody has an answer for this, there you go. Let's see. Bam, bam, bim, bam, bam. If Puerto Vallarta doesn't get everything under control soon enough, it is going to be a very low tourism again in the high season. Well, especially Canadians don't traveling to PV like usual. You know, Angelica, I don't know that there is, and this is completely from an uneducated point of view, I honestly don't know that authorities can do anything other than just wait for things to happen, unless the governor came forth and closed down stuff, because that would be the only way to cut the chain of transmission, given the rate at which the virus is spreading. So, Monday, the governor has said one over and over again, we don't want any more closures, we don't want any more descriptions, but we'll have to see what happens on Monday and what the governor decides his health board is going to do. In terms of low tourism, again, in the high season, or winter season, as we like to call it, because we're high all the time. um, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Oh, my goodness. Polly, thank you very much for that. I very much appreciated your comment. Crocodile wrestling, I love it. Oh, Paco, you should have followed that rainy day comment with the symbols. Oh, dear. That car floated by my house. Good heavens. And I thought I was the only one who ended up with a floating car. I tell you. Floating cars, alligators, what next? That's what I'm wondering, Karen. It's like I'm going to go out for some good tacos or something. Although I'm wondering, I have Luna, I have food, I have yarn, I have weed, I have Netflix. I mean, it's really difficult these days to find a good reason to leave the house. Let's see what else. Oh no, not crocodiles. I would like to keep both my feet. I tell you, well, crocodiles, that's what they do. It rains, that's what they do. Um, let's see what else we have. Dr. Arce, it's always great to see you. Thank you very much for joining us and occasionally sharing your expert opinion, which I very much appreciate. Um, I'm having a case of the Mondays. I don't know what I'm having a case of, Mark, but it's like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Otherwise, I mean, you go and hug your lovely wife. I'm going to cuddle with Luna all day long and just see what happens next. Um, oh no, this is sad to hear. Many casas on Maria Montessori last night were flooded again because of unfinished road work. This is very sad. Very, very sad. Lynn asks, next to El Barracuda. Yes, next to El Barracuda. That's where that poor vehicle went floating. I mean, imagine coming out on the street and looking for your car, and all of a sudden your car is gone, and somebody calls you, is your car license plate such and such? Well, it's floating at the beach in Cinco de Diciembre. Oh, not funny, not pretty, but I mean, what can you tell? I mean, what can I tell you? Let's see what else we have. Barista, can I have a coffee, and can I get someone to help me get the crocodile off my leg? Oh my God. Well, yeah. No, no, thank you. No, no, thank you. Benny is sitting at Starbucks Chicago right now watching your daily live podcast. Benny, I hope you're wearing high boots, and I hope there's no like crocodiles floating about wherever you are in Chicago. Um, Seriously, because down here, you never know what's going to come out biting from under a car. Let's see what else. Da-di-da-da-da-da. Angelo had dinner at La Notte around the corner from floating car incident, drove away in time. That's good to know. Sorry to hear about your house, Marcia. I hope it's nothing too serious. Um, David, you are the one that is kind. Every time somebody invites me to a party at one of those buildings with a name, it's like the only people that can get from one to the other with their eyes closed are the tourists that think they're more important by saying, "Oh, I'm staying at the Fluffy. Oh, I'm staying at the Monkey. Oh, I'm staying at the Terrace. I'm staying at the Crocodile." I mean, give me a fucking break, people. Uh, and that's just me. That's just me. Ba-dim-pa-pim-pa-pam. Uh, let's see what else we have. Maybe just require a negative COVID test to come to Mexico. It's not going to happen, Susanna. It's not going to happen. Our president has said so. I just don't think it's going to happen. La 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 la. Tony says Netflix is showing a series of the recently released government documents relating to UFOs. Muy interesante. I have to agree, Tony. I crocheted an entire necklace yesterday while I was watching that documentary. I'm totally curious about that. Let's see. Dale finally made it to the botanical gardens. Very good. Let's see what else. Stephanie is says love living life, the good, the bad, and the scary in Puerto Vallarta. Well, yes, this is where we live. This is what we call home, and what can I tell you? It is what it is. Suzanne makes a good important proposal. Maybe Starbucks will come up with a new beverage, the floating crocodile grand latte. And Alain now lives at Molino de Oxo. Okay, I love it. I love it. It's crazy. It's crazy, folks. So that's what we have for today. A totally crazy world. You know what I can say? Again, what we said yesterday, there are things that are within our control to change, and there are things that are not in our control to change. So focus on the ones that we can and make the best of those. And stay kind, stay healthy, stay safe. I think there are a lot of ways to live through this if we do the basic things that are required by the authorities. And it couldn't be that difficult. So we are going to continue to sail forward, hoping that crocodiles don't develop wings and other craziness. But we just don't know. I mean, and today is Saturday. Tomorrow we take a day off. So we have no idea what is going to happen Monday morning. But in the meantime, we are properly prepared here at Coffee and Headlines headquarters. My wish for you is that your pantry is well stocked, that your account with Netflix is in good order, that your phone is working properly in case you want to order some takeout or home delivery or whatever. Just enjoy your weekend. And focus on the things that are within your control. That's exactly what we're going to do here. As always, I thank you so much for keeping me company, because I would be very crazy all by myself. And yes, I am so very happy that some of my dear friends are finally coming back to hug me and comfort me. Claude, I can't wait to see you and Lucas. So between now and the next time we cross paths, please take good care of yourselves. Have a great Saturday, and I'll see you again on Monday. Ciao.